Welcome to the News You Can Use podcast. Today we got a special guest, man. Pure Powers, reggae artist, global artist, um, new friend. Introduce yourself to the people.
Peace, serve God. Yeah, my name is Pure Powers. I'm an artist of many different genres. I'm a rapper. I rap too. I sing too. It's hard to put in. I'm still trying to define, what to label it besides just being an artist, man. Obviously, my most recent release is a reggae release. Um, but yeah, it's a blend, man. I'm working on really making my own sauce, and reggae is a huge inspiration to me in my path, especially recently. But yeah, I'm happy to be here, man. I'm out here in Northern California, just running some errands. It's raining up here. I don't know what the weather's like down there, but thanks for having me on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So let's get into it. Tell us a little bit about yourself, where you come from.
Yeah, I was raised in Northern California until I was in high school. Place called Sonoma County. It's about an hour north of San Francisco and Oakland.
Okay.
And then in high school, my mother and I moved to Maui, to the south side of the island of Maui in Hawaii, a town called Kihei. And my mom still lives out there. My pops is out here in the North Bay. Um, and yeah, man, I've been making music as long as I can remember. Um, and I'm happy you found me. I'm happy to make new friends and yeah, finding other creatives and getting finding my people, man. That's what it's all about.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I seen you. I found your music, and I was like, man, this artist is he's pretty dope. And I'm like, I gotta connect with him, so I hit you up for the interview, man. You know, that's how it happens. Networking at its finest.
I really appreciate that, Surf God, for real.
Yes,
Uh,
sir. You know, here on the News You Can Use platform, we're here to shine artists on all genres, all walks of life. You know, this is just a place where people should be able to come and feel like they're at home. You know what I mean?
yeah, man, it feels good. Yeah, it feels good connecting with other creatives, and I appreciate any support that people want to show and help me shine my light on the world and find my tribe. Find my people, find my demograph, find my fans, find my family.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is a place for that, man. On the News You Can Use. So, tell me about your early days of listening to music and what inspired you to go in the path that you're in now.
Yeah, man. I was raised on. Uh, I've always loved music ever since I was a little kid. My father He played conga drums, percussions. He played the jazz flute. My mom was singing songs. She was in the choir at church, and she was probably the first person I saw write a song. Played guitar and ukulele, and so being creative and having music around me has always been a thing. Was really fell in love with rock, classic oldies, then rock, which led to like a group Rage Against the Machine, which led me to
Okay.
hip hop, Tupac, NWA, E40, being from the Bay Area, Too Short, been making records longer than I've been alive, Mac Dre, rest in peace. All these, along with West Coast legends, NWA, leading all the way up to Nipsey, these people still inspire me. Snoop Dogg, I consider him like my uncle I never met yet. Same with Uncle Earl, Stevens, E40. Shouts out to them being raised on the click and all this independent Bay Area. And then to switch over to the conscious hip hop, like shouts out to Hieroglyphics, Del the Funky Homo Sapien, Souls of Mischief, Living Legends, the whole Quantum, Zion I, Far Side. These are all people that really inspire me, to be myself. Atmosphere, Rhyme Sayers, these are Brother Ali. These are people that taught me that I could just be myself, and there's nothing tighter that someone could be other than being true to themselves and finding a way to express that. Being raised in a place where there was so much glitz and glamour and glorifying of whether it was drug dealing, gang banging, pimps and hoes, like all that is part of the sauce and the cloth that I soaked a lot of game from. Yet finding these conscious hip hop and reggae, being raised on Peter Tosh, Gregory Isaacs, Bob Marley, you know what I'm saying, from the Marley Sons, and find Iration, Slightly Stupid, finding these groups that just being myself. I have so many different influences, and just being myself, that's like I'm still constantly finding who I am and finding the right way to love myself. That's going to project how I treat others and view this world and my art. So that was me coming up with CDs. You know, had a few cassette tapes, but CDs, and then going on to streaming platforms. I used to love searching for compilations, finding those artists where there'd be like 20 artists, and then I'd try to find them, and then Napster and LimeWire leading up to, where we're at today. I've been around for a second, man, and I just love creating. And I feel like you could be a new artist and be in your late 20s, your 30s, and still be brand new, even
Yeah, you
older. You
can.
know what I mean? So I just love it, man. The more I travel the world, the broader my palette gets. That's what made me start crossing over from hip hop was my first love and being an MC, and I started traveling more. I got into electronic music, rapping over dubstep and EDM beats, and touring with some of these DJs and producers. Then started traveling the world and went to Jamaica, fell in love with dance hall, Colombia, fell in love with reggaeton. You know what I mean? Traveling all around as it's really, broadened my horizon, and it's really finding who my people are, finding who my fans are. They might hear one Pure Powers song and be like, "Oh, Pure Powers is a rapper. He's a hip hop artist." And
Right.
then they hear another song and they're like, "Yo, is he like rapping and is he singing in Spanish? Wait, he's doing a song with Sizzla Kalonji and he's in Jamaica singing on a jet ski." Like, so finding, who my one particular audience is hasn't been an easy task because I'm ADD. I like to create in different spurts and how I'm feeling. I'm a Pisces. I'm real emotional. I'm really like really dive into whatever I'm feeling, and I might do a EDM dubstep club banger one day, and then do a heartbroken, sad R&B song the next day. So
Mm.
you really just got to scroll through my catalog. And I'm always curious. I'm always asking people. So, what one was the one that resonated with you? Like, what was the
I
song that you
seen
heard Surf got?
I seen a clip of you performing on stage. I don't know. Oh, the Christmas one. That's
Oh,
the one I
okay.
like. I think it's a white boy Christmas.
The White Boy Winter Wonderland. We called it.
Yeah.
That's with the world famous Hoff twins. Shouts out to the Hoff twins. You might see them on No Jumper. They're coming out of a place called the Jungle here in the North Bay, and they grew up the only couple white kids in the projects in Marin City, which often when you hear the town of Marin, you don't think projects or hood, but there's a long history of the segregation, and there just happen to be the only two white boys in that area, which definitely helped mold them into the human beings and the artists that they are.
Oh, I think we having a little technical difficulties. Okay,
And
there we go.
originally, Tom Hanks' son, was going to jump on the song. He had his whole white boy summer movement that he was doing, and I thought he was pretty funny. And we were like, let's do a holiday song. and I jumped on it, not even knowing if I'd really even like be on the song actually. And then we did it, and Chet Hanks ended up not hopping on it, and the Half Twins wanted to run it, and they've been nothing but authentic and really genuine and cool with me. And it was produced by the Chef Boys. That's my crew and my partners on the studio I own in North Hollywood. So that's how I met them. They just came in there working with the Chef Boys. I was joking around with like, they're like, you should do a holiday song for Chet Hanks. And I was like, oh, in a white boy winter wonderland. And they're like, oh, that's it. Go in there and run with it. And to be honest, I thought we was gonna get some slack for it, to be honest. But everyone's been real supportive. You know, we haven't had one negative comment on like, I don't know how many different platforms we are. We did around 20,000 streams in a week or so, on a few, maybe even more on a few different platforms. So we're just having fun. I hope people don't take us too serious or get the wrong idea, because, you know, I mean, we've always been saturated in the culture, and, you know, I mean, we just having fun.